Hello, this is Spiritual Key back another reading, and we're gonna do a Maia Campbell reading. For those who don't know who that is, she was a beautiful black woman in the 90s, very beautiful actress. She played Tiffany in The House, and that had Ella Cool J, and I think Kim Waynes was in there too. And also, she played in South Central. She played Nicole with, oh my God, Lamont Bentley was in there too, in South Central with her. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap in. I forgot that he was in there too. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna see how their relationship was and how she felt when he passed, and if that had anything to trigger her drug use. But I think she was already on drug use, because if I'm not mistaken, she was dealing with being bipolar. And for those who don't know, she did fall on drugs really bad. And I heard she did stop taking her medication for bipolar and was on drugs as well. And she has a daughter. We're going to check in on that too. I just want to... And also, I heard that she is now sober. Thank you. I don't know if she's still sober. I checked her Instagram and her Twitter. She hasn't been active since 2020, if I'm not mistaken. Before that, she said they said it was like 2 years of clean. So this will be 4 years, maybe 5 years of clean now. I hope she is still clean. I'm just gonna tap in to see how she feels, how she feeling, the drugs in Hollywood, and also tap into her daughter to see maybe a positive message, right? Because if I'm not mistaken, they were on Iyanla Fix My Life. And her daughter was trying to repair the relationship because she was trying to be sober. So I think she was sober at the time. I'm not sure, but yeah. No, I think she was sober around that time. Probably just really recent. Okay, so how is she feeling? And she's a Sagittarius, if I'm not mistaken. And Lamont is a Scorpio. So let's see. How is she feeling? How is Maia feeling? How is she feeling? All right, so we have the Empress, the Star in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse, the Lover's card with the Ace of Coins and the World card. For those who don't know, Eight of Swords, swords represent the air signs and zodiac sign and how we deal with things mentally. And then we have coins or pentacles, represents the earth signs and the zodiac sign and how grounded we are. I'm gonna say this. They always say it's just a day-by-day thing when you become sober from drugs, like hardcore drugs, cocaine, crack, things that are very addictive, heroin. When you decide to become sober, especially with alcohol, like it's day by day. Each day, take it one at a time. They always say take it one at a time. It will get easier due to time, but I would say this: her struggling it's a struggle, and also her not knowing her full worth and her full potential. Times feeling hopeless and not understanding that she is a woman of power and that it's okay. We all fall short. We all not perfect. We all do struggle, but just take this a day at a time and understand. And she does understand that she has love and support there with her too. And she does understand that, a new beginning in the world can see this. And also, hopefully she does run her own Twitter. I'm not sure, because sometimes people, they don't run those accounts. It really be fan accounts, but it was verified. So hopefully it really is her running those, and she does see the love and support that she does have. When you have support and everybody is rooting for you, it kind of helps, right? Because you don't want to ever let down, disappoint. It kind of does help when you get in those dark places and you see the positivity. It does help to see that. Yeah, she just doesn't understand. Well, hopefully she does understand and know her worth and know how much she is loved, but understand that you are beautiful. You are a woman of power. And understand that, and I do understand that it doesn't get easy, but as time goes by, I feel as though she just looks beautiful, she looks great, she looks happy. But then again, looks can be deceiving, but hopefully looks can be deceiving, because I always hear that it's a struggle to try to stay clean. So now we're going to see about Lamont Bentley. For those who don't know who Lamont Bentley is, he did play Hakeem on Moesha and also made an appearance on the Parker. And he did play in South Central with her. So I'm going to see about their relationship, if they're close. Because even though people do act with each other, they might not have a relationship. So I want to see how she feels about him and towards him and how he impacted her life. All right, so I have the Six of Swords in reverse. Ooh, child. The Six of Swords, the Four of Staffs, the Five of Coins in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and the Death card. Swords, we already talked about. Did we talk about what swords mean? We're just gonna go down. Okay, so swords represent the air signs and zodiac sign, how we deal with things mentally. We have staffs, represents the fire signs, zodiac signs, and how we deal with things in a passionate sense and how passionate we are about things. Coins / pentacles represent how we earth signs and how grounded we are. And staffs can also be called wands too. I'm gonna say this, and I heard the word safe haven, right? For those who don't know, Lamont Bentley was very active in the community. He was very much hands-on. I think he even had a day named after him. He was very much in the community. He helped out. He was very active. I would call him an activist in the community because he did a lot of things to help children and people in his community, to help build up the community, whether I wish I knew the specifics, but they also did say that he did charity events and stuff like that. He was very much hands-on. So I can see that this relationship was a good one, a meaningful one. And even though she did deal with her being bipolar, I do feel as though he understood and he sensed that. I don't know if he had people in his family that were bipolar, or when he was helping out the community, he helped people who were mentally ill also, right? So I do feel as though he was like a safe haven to her. She could easily call him, or if he probably sensed, or if she probably felt like an episode coming on, he was there. And I feel as though he understood her and never judged her. And he also helped her. Because his energy was just so different. And his vibe was different. The person who he was just different. He was very much a very nice, sweet, loving person. If you needed him, he was there. His energy was just like that one friend that you can always hit up and call on to be there for you. If you ever needed to be cheered up, if you were going through depression, he was there. I feel as though he's a lot of people's rock and backbone. And I do feel as though he was not problematic at all. Ooh, that man was so fine. Ooh. Anyways, yeah, I do see a good relationship here, and I do see, and it's sad. And I don't know if she was on drugs at that time. So I could imagine being on drugs and hearing the news and trying to numb your feelings even more and being out of it and being stuck. Yeah. And I just sense every time they get together, it was just positive. Positive. That's sad. Okay, so now let's move on to Hollywood and drugs. How did she take Hollywood? Okay, we have the Five of Coins in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Death card, the Two of Cups in reverse, with the Ace of Staffs in reverse. I feel as though she was prey. When they smell blood in the water, they're coming for you. And I do sense, also Cups represents the water signs and zodiac sign and how we deal with things emotionally. A love and hate relationship, a very toxic relationship. A relationship with Hollywood was very toxic, love and hate with her. A very beautiful black girl, people taking advantage of the fact that she had a mental disorder. She was bipolar, she was a mental illness. And I do feel, you probably have somebody, oh, well, here's a drug right here, that helps. It's better medication, I'm telling you. It helps me take the edge off when I do it. And believing that, and when you first hit it, I just see her taking a big, like a hit, and her just inhaling, exhaling, feeling amazing, and feeling very happy and powerful, and feeling this is like an amazing feeling. I don't ever want to come down, right? Having the time of your life. But however, when you're bipolar and you're mixing drugs like that, it's a no-go. It does something to the mental. And that's sad, because Hollywood has been known to take advantage of people like that. Take advantage of the vulnerable, especially when she started out young, right? And when you don't want to feel down, and you don't want to feel depressed, or if you don't want to feel a certain type of way dealing with the mood swings that you have when you are bipolar, you just want to be like, you know what? But I do feel as though whoever introduced that to her used her and then distanced themselves from her, right? Especially when she started to get out of control. Like, oh, well, I was expecting her to be like that, so I'm just gonna, bitch, you ain't shit. I just feel like when she started to act out and when she started to, you know, probably was being a little violent, probably was being a little, you know, because I do remember somebody recording her, and where's he at, like a barbershop or something like that, and he was asking her, because that's when LL Cool J had reached out and was like, whoever, if you see her, let her know that I'm here, I want to help. And the guy was recording her. He said, go ahead and tell him. She's like, I don't want no help. And then she got a little, you know, antsy. He was like, hey, you calm that down. Don't bring that over here. And, you know, she got it together. So I'm glad that, you know, I really do hope that she still is sober. Because Hollywood don't love nobody. They only love you if they can use you and benefit off of you. All right, so positive message for her daughter. How does she feel about her daughter? What does she want to say towards her daughter? All right, we have the Five of Cups, the Three of Coins, the Four of Swords, the Nine of Coins in reverse, and then we have the Ten of Swords with the Temperance in reverse. I'm gonna say this. This is someone who does relationship, but however, she does understand the hurt and pain that she has caused. She wants to try to focus on the good times, but it's hard to focus on the good times. We don't have that many good time memories, right? Focusing on the times that, you know, you weren't there, you wasn't here, you did this and that third. Feeling you chose drugs over me. I really needed you at times. I really wanted you. I cried for you. Where were you? I would say this, she wouldn't mind going on a vacation together. I would see like maybe a retreat, family therapy in like the woods or something, like, or in a cabin if they have those. I don't know. But being in nature and camping, basically, you know, having to face your demons, having to do these team building projects, where y'all can rebuild trust. I would do something like that. But however, holding on to hurt, I just feel so bad. Because Yana, her daughter, really wanted that love. She really wanted something from her mom that she's always wanted. But her daughter's older now. She probably deep down inside does want it, but I don't know if she's open. But hopefully she will be open and focus on a better new chapter, right? Sending healing, loving energy towards them, towards her daughter. Sending healing, loving energy towards them, positive energy towards her too. Okay, that's the end of this reading. I'm out.